I was chaperoning my son's class field trip when a little boy slipped me a note so tiny it fit under my thumbnail. We were at the Science Museum, bright lights, loud echoes, kids bouncing between exhibits. I was assigned to Group C, 6 third graders, a substitute teacher named Mr. Lane, and me as the extra adult who counted heads and kept kids from wandering. Most of the kids were buzzing, except Noah. Noah stayed half a step behind, clutching a worn blue lanyard like it was keeping him tethered. He didn't touch the displays. He just watched the doors every time they opened. At the fossil wall, Mr. Lane knelt to read a placard. Noah accidentally bumped my elbow, and a folded strip of paper slid into my palm. He didn't look up. He only whispered, "Don't let her say my name." I opened it behind my museum map. If a woman with a gold watch asks for me, don't let me leave. She calls me Nono. Call my dad Riley 555-0121. Ask, "What's my dog's name?" Don't say my name out loud. My stomach tightened. Through the glass, a woman in a beige coat stood by the gift shop, phone raised like she was texting. Her wrist flashed, chunky gold watch. She wasn't shopping. She was watching our group. 10 minutes later, as we lined up to head back to the bus, the woman walked straight toward us, smiling. "There you are," she said, loud and sweet. "Noah, I'm your aunt. Your dad sent me." Noah went rigid, like his body had turned to stone. Mr. Lane looked at me, confused. I stepped into the gap between her and the kids. "Hi," I said brightly. "We only release students to the listed pickup." She laughed. "I'm family." "Great," I said. "Your name?" "Kara," she answered, too fast. "And the pickup code?" I asked, like it was routine. Her smile flickered. "There's no code. He's in a meeting. Hand him over." "I'll call his dad to confirm," I said. Her eyes sharpened. "Don't. He'll get upset." That was all I needed. I turned slightly like I was checking the roster, and dialed Riley. When he answered, I kept it low. "A woman with a gold watch is here claiming she's Noah's aunt." His breath hitched. "Do not let her take him. That's my sister. Restraining order. Ask the dog question." I swallowed. "What's Noah's dog's name?" "Rocket," Riley said instantly. "I'm coming. Call police." I hung up and murmured to Mr. Lane, "Keep the kids together. Nobody leaves this line." Kara stepped forward anyway, reaching for Noah's backpack strap. I raised my hands. "Please wait right here." Her voice dropped. "Move." I called 911. 2 museum security guards appeared and positioned themselves near the exit. When officers arrived, Kara snapped back into performance mode. "Thank goodness," she told them. "They're kidnapping my nephew." I handed over the note. The officer read it and crouched to Noah. "Do you know her?" Noah shook his head hard. "She calls me Nono," he whispered. The officer stood. "Ma'am, do you have custody paperwork?" Kara produced a printed page with a court logo. The officer glanced once. "This is a filing receipt," he said, "not an order." The second officer listened to his radio, then looked at her. "Active restraining order," he said. "Turn around." Kara tried to bolt. She made it 3 steps before security grabbed her, and the officers cuffed her. Something small clacked onto the floor when they searched her purse. A white tracker. Noah pointed at his lanyard. "There's another," he whispered. Inside the plastic badge holder, taped behind his school ID, was a second tracker. Riley arrived shaking, pulled Noah into a hug, and kept repeating, "You did it. You followed the plan." Noah finally looked up at me and whispered, "Paper is safer than talking." I never forgot.